Hey, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And thank you for being here and taking time to watch. I really appreciate it. And your most precious possession is your time, so I'm glad you're sharing it with me. And I'm just going to be very plain here. Around 2020 or 2021, I think we're just coming out of the coronavirus crisis. And my spouse was attending an intimate business seminar for women. There were just about maybe 10 or 12 of them. Was it was beautiful, very intimate for just business women. And so she was looking so gorgeous. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna drop you off, and I'm gonna come back and pick you too. Like you're looking fine, so I might as well, share the swag. And so I took her off to the seminar in a very nice resort. It was just for a couple of hours. I think they were going to spend the whole day. So around nighttime, I went back to pick her up. And on our way home, she was telling me about the seminar and, they learned this and they learned that and they learned this and this happened and this, but, this person runs this business and the croissants was so nice and, and the cocktail was this, and it was beautiful to hear everything. But at one point when she was done, she said to me, she said, everything they taught me is what you already tell me at home. And she was being serious. She said, everything I learned is stuff that you already teach me. And then she said, why don't you consider doing this? Why don't you consider being a coach or a consultant or a speaker or what have you? And guess what? Guess what my response was? I was like, then we owned a logistics company, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Wait till we build the biggest logistics company in the country. Then I'll have something to prove when I go out and speak, and I can say, I have this big company as proof of what I'm telling you. And I didn't do anything about that. In other words, I was hiding. I was hiding my gift under the guise of, you know what, I want to be big doing something that I never even liked. I want to be big and rich and popular in this thing that I don't even like before I can have proof of a gift that I already have. It is such a crazy thing that the most gifted people are the ones that hide the most. And I'm here to tell you that you should stop hiding. The hiding is what causes the stress that you're going through. The most gifted people, and when I'm saying gifted, I don't mean just in music. You know how they say the music creative. When they say gifted people, everybody thinks of a creative person, maybe an artist or an actor. No. When I say gifted people, I mean people that know that there is more to their life and know how they can serve that more to people. There's something about you that you're meant to serve the world. It is you I'm talking about. It is that gifted person. Through whatever means it is. Stop hiding. The hiding is causing the stress. Because the big you knows that there's something you're meant to be serving the world, but you're hiding. I was hiding under the guise of, and in truth, it is imposter syndrome, which is a thing that a lot of gifted people, probably you, suffer from. Some of the most gifted people have the biggest imposter syndromes, even if they're at the peak of their career, at the peak of their craft, at the peak of their gifting. They still struggle with imposter syndrome, thinking that, oh, I'll be found out. They'll find out there is a clown behind this mask. Imposter syndrome is a lie. And for me, it was the imposter syndrome was manifesting itself in the form of, oh, let me be big in the logistic business. Let Victor be known as one of the biggest there's nothing wrong with that, but I was saying that, oh, I want to be big in this thing first, but I was just delaying my gift. I was hiding. Meanwhile, it wasn't like we weren't making money from that, but I just knew that even if deep inside of me, I knew that even if I had the biggest company, if I had the biggest supply chain in the country, and I didn't walk in this gift, I would be one of the most miserable people on earth. And so a lot of us suffer from imposter syndrome. A lot of gifted people are hiding under the guise of a job or whatever it is, hiding our gift, hiding our message, hiding our talents. Stop hiding. A lot of us, a lot of gifted people also fear success. It's a crazy thing. I once worked with an author. This guy is one of the most brilliant people I've ever met. And he was launching his book, so he invited me over because I did a lot of marketing and we're planning his book launch. And in the course of our conversation, I said, how many people do you have on your mailing list? I said, your Gmail and all. He's like, oh, I have about 4,000 people. And I say, let's tap into that. And he was, no, I don't want people to think that I am this or I'm that. But I'm like, it is your mailing list. Why are you hiding? So you find creative people, no, not creative, you find gifted people hiding under the guise of, I fear success. Because if I'm successful, the light will shine on me and people will see my imperfection. Listen, imperfection is part of the game. I like what 50 Cent said. He said in one of his songs, Hustler's Ambition, he said, the drama means nothing. It's part of the game. Imperfection is part of the game. Embrace imperfection. Nobody is perfect. This bodysuit ensures that nobody is perfect. That is why we age. No matter how beautiful a baby is, the baby will age. And death is coming for every one of us. And it's not a bad thing. You just transition to another glory of life that you came from. I was telling one of my friends and I said, I remember one time that I was still a young boy. It was me and we're the two youngest siblings out of 8. And we're having this pillow fight with our dad. And I was probably around 8 or 9 or 10, one of that. And we're having pillow fights and we're asking him questions. Dad, how old is this thing? How old is that person? And one time, I'll never forget this. I asked my dad, I said, Dad, how old are you? And he had a smile on his face and he said, I'm 47. I was probably 8 or 9 or something. Today, I'm 18 months away from being 47. So time will not wait for you. Time will not wait for your excuses. Stop hiding. I beg you, stop hiding. The more you hide, the more the frustration. Because you know you have something to serve. Stop hiding. Stop making excuses. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid of success. Because there is more in stock. There is nobody who has the ultimate success and stops at that level. You always want more. I hear Tony Robbins say that the number one key to happiness is progress. It doesn't matter what you've attained. Look at you. You've probably attained a lot of things in your life. Even if you don't think your life is as glamorous as you think it should. But you've attained some things. But you attained it. How long did the happiness last? Probably a few days. What next? You want more. So which one is it? Which one is heavier, the fear of success or the burden of regret? I wish I did this. I wish I did this. I wish I went for this. I wish I went for this. I wish I went for this. Stop hiding. Stop hiding. That anguish, that stress will never reduce. Take it from me. You come home, you have money, you're living good, but something in you keeps, it's like it's squashing your chest because you know that there is more to you. But because you don't want to be seen as an imposter, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. And guess what? People won't go around digging around your life. What they want is your gift. I read somewhere somebody said that when I was in my 20s or 30s, I cared about what people thought about me. When I was in my 40s or 50s, I stopped caring about what people thought about me. But when I was in my 60s, I realized that nobody was thinking about me. You are special, but you're not that special. Everybody's thinking about their lives. So why should the opinion of what somebody is potentially thinking about you stop you? People are not thinking about you. You didn't wake up this morning thinking about anybody else. You're thinking about yourself. So why should the opinion of somebody stop you? Stop hiding. Stop making excuses. That anguish that your purpose makes you feel will never reduce. I promise you. Take it from me. Take it from me. It will never reduce. Stop hiding. And a lot of times, too, I understand that because I faced this, gifted people can have so many ideas. Like sometimes I feel like when my wife walks into my home office, she's like, this dude is always writing stuff. Like I have so many ideas. And sometimes we might have so many ideas and so many talents that we don't know which one to launch with. The best thing you could do, which is what I've done, is write it all down. Get a beautiful diary, write down every single idea, write down everything, write it all down. Then list it according to importance. Which one sparks your soul? Which one sparks your curiosity? And as you're reading it, you'd find out that some are similar. Find out which ones are so similar. Combine them. Combine them. Then another thing is so important. Declutter your ideas. Let some go. Just let some go. When you streamline it, you find the ones that are similar, the ones that spark your soul, then go. Sometimes I understand that these are problems I faced and I've helped few people with. When they say, I have so many ideas, which one can I go on with? And I'm like, okay, let's write it all down. Then let's streamline it. Which ones are similar? Which one sparks your curiosity? Then let's declutter some and then let's take these ones and launch. You can always come back and do more. Launch it out. If you don't know how to launch out, which is another problem that gifted people, then find the people that are doing what is so close to what you want to do. See how they're launching. Go and learn. Go and learn, but by God, launch. Because I tell you that hollow feeling will never go until you do. Until you do. Until you do, it will never go. So a lot of times you wonder why gifted people are always hiding. Always hiding. When you know that you have the true source, you have the true power. False people are feeding off the people that you are called to serve. Stephen Pressfield said that the counterfeit innovator is wildly self-confident. The real ones are scared to death. Stop being scared to death. Launch your gift out. There are people out there that are feeding fat off your people, the people that you are called to serve. The people that you are called to serve. Have you noticed that a lot of counterfeit people are successful? Why? Because of confidence. Listen to me. If you have brazen confidence, the world will pay to hear you fart. Excuse me, but it is true. These counterfeit people often know that because they are not blessed with intelligence, in quotes, they have to make up for it by being brazenly confident. And it sparks a cycle of events, because the more confident you are, the more opportunities you get, because people are like, if he's so confident, if she's so confident. Have you seen confident people talking rubbish? But they get invited to stages. They get so much opportunities. Why? Because people say there's something about this person that makes him so confident. It means that he's the real deal. I was studying the other day that why is it that we are attracted to confident people, even egotistical people? And one of the things I saw was that a lot of us follow them for entertainment value. There are people that you follow, you're not going to do what they say, but they just they give you some form of entertainment. But there's one thing that I saw one was leadership quality, but the second one was perceived competence. That people follow egotistical people, confident people, because they perceive that these people are competent. And when you perceive somebody as competent, you give him more opportunities. The more the opportunities this counterfeit person sees, he says, oh, this means that my gift is valid. And he has more confidence, he gets more opportunities that leads to more success. And the cycle goes on and on. Be brazenly confident about what you have. Be brazenly confident. Take it one step at a time. Break things down to manageable steps, but don't stay there. Don't stay there. I beg you, don't stay there. I stayed there for so many years. So many years, because I had this reverse imposter syndrome that I want to be big and be a billionaire and be this, which there's nothing wrong with that before I start using my gift. But that is wrong. We got it in. Imagine a seed saying that I will never be planted until I become a tree. That is what a lot of us are doing. That is what I was doing. I said, no, I'm a seed. I don't want to be planted until I am a tree. How does that make any sense? My dear one, how does that make any sense? Don't let imposter syndrome stop you. Don't let the fear of success stop you. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let the opinions of people stop you, because whatsoever you do, people will talk. I was listening to McMill and he said, I think he said, they go and talk about you when you ain't got it. Still gonna talk about you when you got it. You know, like whichever way you caught it, people will talk. But it doesn't matter. What they think of me is none of my business. Terry Cole Whitaker, beautiful book. What they think of me is none of my business. You are creative. You're a gift. Nobody has your perspective. Have you ever thought about that? As different as our faces and our fingerprints are, nobody has the same experience you have, the same worldview you have, the same experience you have. Nobody can serve that dish like you. Stop hiding. Stop hiding. Embrace imperfection. One of my best questions is, what's the worst that could happen? I remember when I was second guessing myself, oh, I need to start my YouTube channel, not to be a YouTuber, but to share what I have. And I was like, oh, what is going to happen when I post my first video? Well, the world is going to... And I posted my video and absolutely nothing happened. The sun sets in the west and rose in the east, or how does it go? It sets in the west and rises in the east. People went about their normal day. Nothing happened. Something happened, yeah, because I got more courage. I got more courage. I was like, oh yeah, this works. This would go out and be a blessing to someone. And I did it again and again and again and again. And I was just free. Just set free. What's the worst that could happen? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing will happen. As long as you're doing nothing illegal, no one will arrest you. Nothing will happen. And you will find that your people will come to you. The world is run by confident people who do not have a bearing of where the world should be. And they are making laws, and they are good, they are great people in every circle, don't get me wrong. But can I say respectfully that there are some dumbass people leading organization, leading cities, leading countries, leading movements. Stop hiding. Stop hiding. Stop hiding. And before you hide from this video, let me stop. All right. God bless you. Take care.